Hello. Welcome to Lori's Classroom Stories and Crochet.
Hi there, it's Lori, and I'm here with a quick story, a classroom story. There was a student, let me start with this. The high school I worked at was like literally at the foothills. So we had an open campus for lunch, and for students, if they had an off period or whatever, they could go out and about and walk around or walk up the street. There, it wasn't very far, and you could get to about 6 or 7 restaurants and / fast food. Anyway, we were in the foothills. So one day, a student comes back from lunch, and he is clearly shook. Turns out, when he had hiked up the side of this hill, this mountain, he encountered a bobcat. Thankfully, he had the background and training, as many people did in that town. He might have been a Boy Scout. I'm not sure if that's where he got his training, but most people where I taught are very aware what you do if you ever encounter a bobcat. You make yourself really big and get really scary. So the opposite of what you do with a bear, right? And that's what he did. The bobcat went away, and he came back to school, and he was kind of quiet. He was always quiet, but yeah. So going off campus when you're in school, not necessarily safe at our school. Our school had also been in lockdown because of a mama bear and her babies. And we all know you don't mess with a mama bear with babies. Don't you do it. You stay far away. Yes, so I didn't teach in the mountains, but we were right at the base. The town I'm from. In the town I'm from and where I taught. Anyway, yeah. So just remember, if you ever encounter a bobcat, cougar, mountain lion, those are all the same thing. You make yourself really big and you make a lot of noise and you scare them away. Hopefully, you never need that advice in your whole darn life. I am here to talk about a bunch of craft items I have gotten recently, crochet and otherwise. But first, I wanted to say I found something. You're all going, did you find the wax? I found the second wax that I lost, one of the little containers. Did find that. Did not find the original wax. But I did find my marbles. Anyway, those are all the way from when I made wedding centerpieces. But I found my marbles. I'll keep them on the shelf right here so I know where they're at. Oh, this one. Yeah, I've got my marbles now. Anyway, here's the craft things that I brought. Hopefully that made, some of this is not brand new. Hopefully that made all of you laugh. So I bought this crinkle paper, is what I call it. It's basically a clear paper. It's thinner than a transparency like the old days of teaching, right, that you would write on. Actually, it's even thinner than that. I think it's called cellophane for wrapping baskets, like when you do, so if you're across the pond, you call them hampers, or you do gift baskets. I think that's what it's actually for, but I got it so I can make the quiet books. So I put it inside the quiet books so that it makes the pages crinkle. I also bought this for that purpose. This one is much thinner. This is super thin, and it is crinkly. Sorry, that is like deliberate crinkling. Sorry, guys. Sorry, y'all. All right. So those, I'm going to show you later where all that goes. That'll be in my getting organized videos. All right. See what else I got. Now, I got these a while back. Jingle bells, so that I could make an elf hat. Did I? No. So those need to go with the crafty things. I call these pipe cleaners, but they're called something else now. What are these called? They're called chenille sticks or something like that. Anyway, pipe cleaners are useful for all kinds of things. Not that it's a big hint. This might actually end up being part of my 70s video for Decade Divas. I will link Decade Divas video down below. Anyway, so there's good old pipe cleaners, or whatever they're currently called. I know they're called something else now, because, like, who smokes pipes these days? I mean, people are out there vaping. Not that any of that's great. You've all seen this before. This is a bag of what do you call these things? Why is my head getting so... Pom-poms, there we go. They do have a little loop here. It was kind of tricky to find. They have a little loop. I can't even quite show it. I'm trying to pull it up. There we go. Pulling out here. There we go. So you can pull it through your hat and put it on a button on the inside, or sew it in through that loop. But there you go. So there's lots of them. I don't remember how many. To me, if you're a Star Trek fan, these look like tribbles. The trouble with tribbles. If you know, you know on that one. So pom-poms for hats. Still haven't used one because my granddaughter decided to take the pink hat that I was going to put a pom-pom on. All right. I do like the amigurumi. So we've got... I am so sorry about these horrible crinkles. These are not deliberate crinkles. So these are some basic black eyes. So they don't have any other color. They are just black eyes. Different sizes. I do like these containers. I'm not going to lie. I'm quite tempted to move all my safety eyes out of here and their little backings into a different container so I can use this for diamond painting for my drills. I probably will do that. All right. This one, however, this set, I'm less likely to move. This is colored eyes and noses. I'm going to open, let's open it the right direction. That would have been special. All right. So you can have like a red nose or a pink nose or a brown nose. Oh, there's a black nose. That one's round. Maybe that's an eye. I'm not sure. Oh, this is definitely a nose. Look at that. Look at that detailing. Little safety nose. And then there's a brown. And then there's a big nose. Again, check Jackie, handcrafted by Jackie. I'll link her down below for tips and tricks on how to make safety items really totally safe so things won't come out. That was really bad grammar. Sorry about that. So then they also have these. That's clear backing or transparent. But then you can put whatever color. There's a purple glitter. You know me. I like the purple. I just repurpled my hair too. I'll link Overtone down below. I'm not an affiliate or anything, but it's awesome. Color your hair with no real dyes or long-lasting permanence. And it's great conditioner. It's like leaves your hair nice, not all beat up like it can be with hair dye. Okay, so this I think this was in something, but I use it as crinkle paper. As you can tell, this is the crinkliest of my crinkle papers. It's like ridiculously crinkly. It reminds me of those safety blankets you keep in your car. Well, at least that's how I was raised. You keep in your car if your car breaks down or if it's cold out or whatever, and you open it up and it's warm. That is not what this is. You can see this is really thin, but man, does it have a crinkle. So some of you out there that have grandbabies on the way, it's great to put this crinkle stuff inside. You want the plastic stuff so that you can actually wash it. You can wash the whatever you made. All right. Oh, there's more in here. Okay. Those are the other kind of safety pins. Actually, I'm going to take that out so you can really see them. Sorry, more crinkles. Maybe I should just do a recording, very ASMR with this one. Right? Anyway, so this type, I don't remember the name of this. This type of safety pin is great when you're working on tiny amigurumi and you use that as a stitch marker. And the reason that's nicer for a stitch marker is it's very thin. Oh, it's not open. I'm not going to open the plastic right now. But that's got bubble wrap on that side. Okay. So it's very, very thin. So you're less likely, like if you're doing micro crochet, you just have to pay attention and count. But if you're doing anything bigger than that, and you want to use a stitch marker and you don't want to just use yarn, you can do that. And it's not going to leave a little hole like a bigger, thicker, I've got one here somewhere. I have all the things here. Alright. So, these stitch markers, if you're using a small enough hook and a small enough yarn, that can be a bit of a problem. And it can leave just a little bit of a hole in that particular spot that you put your stitch marker. For the most part, I haven't experienced that, but when I'm feeling concerned that it might, that's when I use these guys. And I don't remember what this type is called. I don't even think it said. I've got too many bags going on over here. Let's see. Just call me a bag lady. All right. I do not love the amount of plastic I just created. No, it doesn't say. So I can't tell you. Now this bag I will keep. So I keep Ziplocs. Always keep Ziplocs. No holes. So, because I can always store things in there. These might all, no. You know what? I have another container like this. I am actually, because I don't care if they're color divided. I mean, I'm sure somebody cares about that, but I don't care about that. So I'm going to take all of these. Oh, the crinkles. And of course, I moved it. Where did I move it to? Oh, right here. Ah, it fell down. There's another one. Got 3 of them. I might move them all to this little container. I suspect most of them will fit, but like I said, I have 3 of them. And then I've got a place to put drills. Now maybe not. Rethinking, questioning my life decisions. Thankfully, I did not. Yeah, see, that's just all one lid. So that's not going to work for the drills. Never mind. My thinking was silly if these were individual. But let me show you what I do have. No, I'll come back. I'll come back. Okay, crinkle paper. You're going to go on the floor over there. These I got to get worked out. This I'm going to put back here where it was. I'll have to pick up the one I dropped. I wonder if this is where the Ziploc was. I bought a bunch of tiny hooks. I don't even know if you can see that. Can you see that? That there is a 0.5 millimeter. That is a 0.5 millimeter hook. So I got these. Oh, this little cap is missing. This is the 0.8. The reason these do caps, I believe, you see that most of them, like that one's big enough. It's not, they're not worried about it. That one's big enough, not worried about it. I believe that they do that to protect that, because you can see that it gets thinner right there before the actual hook part. And I think the reason you want to put the plastic over is to make sure that that does not break off. So these little ones that lost their caps, I'm going to have to find their caps. I thought these came in a bag. Maybe they were in the Ziploc bag. I don't know how that, but it, yeah, maybe that's it. 2 millimeter, I'm not going to worry about that one. I don't know. A lot of these are big enough. 2.4. Man, they're very specific. 1.8 millimeters. 0.9 millimeters. So it's like all the very specific sizes. But it seems like the ones that are like, that's a 2.3. So 2 and above, they didn't worry about it as much. So it's just this one I need to find. Because that definitely has the makings of something that would break off. So I'm going to set that to the side. This one, however, I'm not worried about. That one was a 2.2. So I got all these little tiny hooks. At some point, hopefully I'll use them. My other passion that I haven't had enough time to do is paint. So I got a whole bunch of paintbrushes. Maybe I'll actually use them, hopefully soon. My art stuff goes in a different spot. So again, that will all go in a video of where I put my crafting stuff. Because I do actually try to keep that somewhat organized. Oh, there's my ball band that I didn't know where it went. And embroidery floss. So if I do micro crochet, I could go ahead and use embroidery floss, and there's a lot of different colors, right? So I don't remember exactly how many there were. I think, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I think there are 45 in here. 45 colors. So my thinking was a few different things. Sometimes I need embroidery floss for amigurumi, and then also I could use that for micro crochet. And I don't know if you saw me pull this out. That's eyes and noses. The noses are, where are the noses? The noses. There's noses right there, but these are all just straight black eyes and nose. Whereas like this, we had the colored eyes, we have the eyes with dots, we have colored eyes, we have colored noses, we have these big giant noses. So that's a whole different set. I'm going to look in here. I did not find the wax. I found another peanut. I'm finding these everywhere too, so these are actually the biodegradable ones. These are the ones that are okay. I think they're made out of corn or something. Cornstarch, maybe? Anyway, yeah. I have a bag that any time I find one of those, I'm putting it in. I'm just trying to feel around. Make sure that cap, I don't know. I'm not putting those back in there until I know. And then I'm going to set that aside because I'm going to do something with that. I'll put it with my marbles since I found my marbles. Okay, these little things, I haven't, sorry about the crinkles, I haven't used it. Please let me know down below if you, in a comment, if you've ever used this. So how this works is you can put it on your finger, except my fingers are fat, I guess, or wherever you hold your yarn, put it there, and you can do the multiple, maybe that way. You can do multiple colors of yarn going through there, and it snaps down on it, and then that way you can just pick up the color you have. I think that's the philosophy here. I have not tried this, and it came in a huge set, so I'm not sure why it's in a huge set. Oh, guess what my cat just got a hold of? That packing peanut. Thankfully, it's the biodegradable kind. I don't have to worry about her. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're made from cornstarch or something like that. So yes, that's her new favorite toy. I was like, why is the cat attacking down there? But yeah, no, she's perfectly content. So let me know if you've ever used these. I'm gonna stick that over there, because I think I love the philosophy of it, or the idea of it. I don't know if it works in real life. Now we have the real thing that if you were in the live, you heard me mention. And I've had this for weeks and I have not shown it. And I have not used it. Again, I will be going to Handicrafted, I can't remember, by Jackie, Jacquie. She will be linked below. But Camille's Creations was feeling jealousy. Now, I got this way on sale. I can't remember how long ago. I actually didn't receive it until recently. I think I might have ordered it in October, because I think I only spent $25 or $30 on it. This is what I got. So I don't know how to use this. I've never used one of these. So I have to, I have to figure this out. Like it shows different things you can make. I know Jackie does a lot of amigurumis, so that's kind of part of what I was thinking. But I'd like, that you can make mittens, you can make hats, you can make scarves. I would love to know how to really knit, but the whole thing is, like, I needed I think this is a 40 to 48 pin. I'm not sure which, or both. I'm not sure how it works. My idea with getting this was to be able to knit without learning how to knit, because I have so many crochet items I've got to get done that, anyway. So there's my machine. Has not been even opened. I don't even know what's in here other than the machine. Let's see. We'll check and see. Is it just the machine? It probably is. I might cut this out if it... Yeah, this video's gone a little longer than I like. Alright. Oh. Now, the Addies, ADDI, knitting machines are much higher quality, or at least that's what I've heard. The Centros are fine. Did I miss a tape? Yes, I did. Oh, there's yarn in here. That was a surprise. It's probably what they showed right here. Probably these 4 yarns. Let's find out more about those yarns. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. While I rip open the box. Alright. I'll show you the way this looks. There it is. Let's see about this yarn. Oh, 0 information. Knitting accessories. So it feels the slightest bit softer than Red Heart Super Saber. Although that was the pink, this one feels a lot softer than Red Heart Super Saber. Let me squish that back in. Because you all know what I needed was more yarn. Not really. These balls are smaller. But yeah, it's, I will have to, I'll give you an update when I actually get around to using that, trying that out. But I'll tell you what, I will be looking at Jackie's channel to learn. I will look at other people too, but hers I already know. I've watched her use it. So I just need to learn. I have knitting looms that you do with the knit picker. The knit picker that I found, that's not a knit picker, that's a crochet hook. Where is that knit picker? I might have moved it to where it belongs. Yeah, it seems like I did. Anyway, so there we go. That's the big item that I outed myself on, the fact that I have had it for weeks. Yep. Haven't opened it, as you saw. It's just been sitting there because I have too many things to do, which will bring us to that next video. But I'm going to put away all my crafting supplies. Like I said, my art supplies go slightly different place. I did not find a little plastic sheath, so I might have to go on a search or figure out how I can wrap that to make sure, use some bubble wrap or something just to make sure that little tiny hook does not get broken off, or steal one from one of these that's a little bit bigger, that I wouldn't be so concerned about it breaking off. But this one is tiny and it needs its cover. All right, I guess that's it. And just remember, if you ever encounter a bobcat / mountain lion / cougar out there in the wild, make lots of noise, wave your arms, and you'll scare them away. The opposite of what everybody talks about with bears, right? All right. Thanks for stopping by.